In today's video, I'm going to give you an overview of Mockup Pro. This is the command line version of Mockup. It allows for additional features, a lot more control over the details of your aircraft, and it gives you the ability to interface with Mockup using a wrapper like a Python script or a MATLAB script, and set up sweeps or whatever you want to do for the design of your aircraft. So we'll start here in my directory. We have Mockup Pro, the executable. We have our aircraft file. And then we have two files for the airfoils. So we'll open up this profile one. It's just a bunch of XY points to plot the aircraft when we view it. And then we have the linear parameters for the aircraft, just like they are online, so that it knows how to do the calculations. If we go to our example file over here, I'm going to walk through this real quick. I'm going to go through more detail in a later video, but for now we're going to go quick. Condition is just where you put the current condition of the aircraft. Controls, we can deflect our different controls however we want. At the top here, I should have mentioned, this is looking for the location of your airfoil database. So you can go put your airfoil files into a directory somewhere and then point to it with this string there. The license, some information about the plane, the center of gravity, and the aircraft name. Reference areas, your run block, I'll come back to that in a second. Your solver parameters, and then down here we have the wing. So the wing is very similar. The parameters here are very similar to what you've seen online. You have a name, an ID number, then the connect values. So what does it connect to a previous wing? Or does it connect to 0, which is the origin? Offsets from that connect location, a Y offset. The control specifications, so this is the specifications of the elevator. The number of grid points, mounting angle, airfoil data. This string is what tells the program to go look for these files to grab the linear relationships of the airfoil as well as the data for plotting, and then some other information about the airfoil. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I might add a wing. We're just going to copy this, paste, and I'm going to call this wing 2. We're going to call it ID 2. We're going to connect to wing 1. There's going to be no offset, no Y offset. We're not going to have a control surface on this one, so I'll just get rid of that. There's not going to be a mounting angle. We'll use the same airfoil for simplicity right now. The root chord, we'll make wingtips. So the root chord is going to be 0.4. It's going to be on both sides, a span of maybe 1, dihedral of 80 degrees, sweep of 20 degrees, NAC 006, 0006. And we'll just put in 0 washout. So we've just added a wing here, wing 2, and they're going to be wing tips. So let's go over here to the terminal. We're going to run it. Type in Mockup Pro and then your .json file. Hit enter. It ran, and it ran the two values. If we look here at the run block, we can see that STL has a 1 and the forces has a run. So that means those are the two cases that it ran. The rest of them are 0, so they did not run. And you'll notice these functions here are just like the ones online. So feel free to review the videos from online to understand what those functions do, their output files, and how they work. In this case, we output this forces file, which is just a .json file, and you can see that I have all that data that we just calculated, and then an STL of the aircraft. Now you can download viewers for STLs, but you can also just drop it into the Mockup version. You can see that I made a little bit of a mistake there. I connected it to the root instead of the tip. So let's go correct that and look at it again. So if we go to wing 1, see how it's to root, we'll put that to tip, save it, let's run it again. We'll delete that, and let's, oopsies, bring that in here. There it is. So there you could, those obviously kind of abnormally tall winglets, but you can size them and just keep looking at it until you get it where you want. So those are the basics of Mockup Pro. I'll have future videos to explain all the details of Mockup Pro, but for now that should be enough to get you started. And I hope you really enjoy the control you have over your model and how to do your aerodynamic analysis. Thanks for watching.